What's up, Lashinistas? Welcome to the show. This is the LivBay podcast, where we talk about the ever-growing eyelash business. If this is your first time listening to our show, welcome. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow as a lash artist and or lash business owner. So whether you work for yourself or someone else, this podcast is for you.
Hey guys, this is Mike and Shauna Jones. We're the owners of LivBay Lash. Our heart is to share with you our uphill battle in this lash industry and to show you what started out of a tiny bedroom in our house, extremely broke, has turned into an 8-figure company. We are here to encourage you during your lash journey and to give you guys a real raw version of what things really like.
Yeah.
Wow, we did good.
We did good. It's been a minute. Today's episode, this is going to be a little fun, inspirational video for you guys. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and once in a while, I think it's good because I know there are people out there right now who are struggling and probably could use a little
mental break.
Could probably use a little pep talk to make sure they're doing the right thing in life. But before we jump into that, we got some announcements. I know you guys are so excited. We have some classes coming up. So we're going to be in Denver, September 20th, Las Vegas, September 27th. We're going to be in Newark, New Jersey, October 11th, Cleveland, Ohio, October 18th. So Cleveland is usually my favorite class of the year. Why? Because we like to go to it as well. It gives us an excuse to go visit my grandparents, show my kids the pumpkin patches, and go to a Browns game all on the same trip.
Yes.
Now, in order to make this class a success where we can come as well and wave and kiss babies in politics and say hi to all of you guys, we need signups. So if you're in the greater Cleveland area, you can be in Michigan even. I'll forgive you if you're from Michigan, Indiana, any of those areas. Come down, take the Cleveland class. Give us a reason to come out and visit and say hi. We're going to be in Scottsdale, October 25th, Portland, November 1st, and you can check out more of those at LivBay classes.
Yes. Also remember that we did open our Scottsdale location. So we have a service salon, and then we have supplies, a retail location too. So if you are in Scottsdale or Phoenix or Mesa or Chandler or Gilbert, you can go shop.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. It's so cute. So even just stop in and say hi. Also, regards to the classes, I just wanted to go over, we do have it's a 5-day class. So if you're a newbie, it's 5 full days. It's amazing. So
let's talk about that for a second.
No experience needed. And then also, if you already know classics, like you took a prior classic course, it doesn't have to be with LivBay. You can take our 3-day volume and mega. It's amazing because I think we don't drive home the fact that you have support afterwards. And that's a huge thing about our classes. So you have direct access.
You have direct asses.
You have direct access to Mike and I. You have direct access to Mike and I and your trainers. So even after the 5 days, if you have questions or you need help, we're here for you. I think that's huge and that's much needed in this industry.
Well, I was going to say too, a lot of people are taking these online courses, and I'm not knocking the other companies out there, but there are companies that are doing online video lash training, and it's $99 or $199, and it's just you watch different modules, and that's cool. I mean, if you're on a budget, I totally understand. I know everybody's got different budgets, but with our class, you are truly getting one-on-one training. There's something to be said about being with an actual trainer. So when you're messing up, they say practice makes perfect. That's not true. If you practice the wrong thing over and over, you're going to be doing that wrong thing forever. So if you are with an actual trainer who can go, hey, no, you're using too much glue, you're too close to the lash line, you're not isolating, do you know what I mean? And they're explaining those things, and they see you doing the wrong thing, and they're like, now, the little lash baby, this is how you do it, right? And they show you how to do it. There's some value add in that. And the great thing about it is when you're done with the class, you can literally, we give our phone numbers away. You can reach out to us any point in time and get stuff answered, questions answered.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we have our online membership program. It's a great mentorship program. If you're brand new, starting out, or you just need help, you can always reach out to us. It's $99 a month. We do 2 live tutorials, full tutorials. One live full tutorial, one live per month and 2 full tutorials.
Yes.
I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
And then you can reach out to us any point in time. We'll help walk you guys through stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I'm rusty. Anywho, all right, jumping into the episode. So once upon a time, there was this girl. She decided to start doing lashes. She was flat broke, took a crappy 1-day training course, and her and her husband were behind on their rent and sharing a car with 150,000 miles on it. Yeah. Take it away. You know the story. You take it away.
Sorry, I need to clear my throat. I need my coffee. Where's
Let
Gabby?
me clear my throat. Go ahead. Show my age.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard the story already, 2011, wanted to do lashes, heard about it from a nail salon, took a 6-hour course. It was horrible. I won't say the name of the company. They're still in business. Hopefully they changed their ways. Did free lashes for a year. I was horrible. I worked from home for about 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
4 to 5 years. We opened up our first salon. Didn't make money for the first 2 years. It was so brutal. Mike and I were still sharing a car. We weren't getting paid. Everybody else was making more money than us. Couldn't, keep clientele. It was so brutal. You go.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I think is important to touch on. There's a lot of you out there right now that are struggling, and you're either on your own and you're like an independent lash artist and you're trying to build your client base and you're just not getting clients right now. You got your family in your ears and they're like, why didn't you get a real job? We told you shouldn't have gone to beauty school.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I want you guys to understand. And you could even be opening a salon and you're trying to hire lash artists and you don't have anybody who wants to work for you, or you don't have clients coming in. You got expensive rent to pay. Wherever you're at in this journey, I just want you to know, I'm sure you've got family in your ears. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be telling you. I saw this meme from Gary Vee the other day. It was like, if you buy a red car, people will tell you should have bought blue. Go to school, people will tell you should have got a job. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, and start a business. It was like, you're always going to have people like naysayers in your ear just telling you like you shouldn't have. And I got news for you. Your family and friends are your worst critics, right? And when you open it up, they're not like, everybody's like, I've got a lot of friends and family. They're going to support me. They're going to come get their lashes done. And the truth is, they're the first ones that like not want to go to you. Like, she charges too much, or she's brand new. She doesn't know what she's doing. So I don't want you guys to like get in this like world where you think that, everything's sunshine and rainbows and your friends and family are going to support you, because they're the last ones that are going to do it. That's just the truth. Okay. Secondly, when you're doing this and you're already second guessing yourself. You don't have money coming in. It's not like Instagram portrayed it. You're not like splashing money everywhere and driving Bentleys, and it's not like that. She just told you the first 2 years we didn't make any money. So you just need like to know what you're experiencing is completely normal. Okay. It is totally normal to be broke. It is totally normal to consider getting a second job to keep your bills open. Here's the thing they don't tell you about when you're taking that lash course. That trainer comes in, they're like, you're going to make $1 million, billion, $1 trillion being a lash artist. Like, oh, yeah. You're like, yeah, of course.
With this one-day course.
With this one-day course. And then you got life figured out.
Yeah.
And so that's the fluff they feed you. And then you actually go out in the real world and you find out it's a lot more difficult. And so here's the thing. I want you to know it's okay to have diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like, to have bubble guts, to go, did I make the right decision? It's okay to doubt yourself. You get a bad Yelp review. Someone says bad things about you. It's okay. It's normal. It's part of the course. One of my best friends in Cleveland hit me up the other day. He started his own business. He was like, hey, my people in my office are making more money than me. Is that normal? I'm like, dude, the first 2 years, normal. We would have lash artists come up and show us like a $2,000 weekly paycheck. And they'd be like, look what I got. And I'm like, oh, I hate you. Secretly we were haters. I mean, I was happy for him, but we were still broke. And the crazy part is he was like, I feel like an imposter. Like, everybody's like, you're doing big things. There's nothing worse than imposter syndrome. That's when you first open up and you have a full staff and it looks like you're doing great because you have customers coming in and out. And everybody's like, you're killing it. You're killing it. And you're like, I'm not killing it. I have a negative bank account still. Any money I'm making, I'm putting back into advertisement, or I'm trying to buy supplies, or I'm trying to, I'm trying to start my own product line, or I'm trying to do, it's always going out the door. But just know there is no better investment in the world than investing in yourself. Any money you spend on this business on an ad or buying a product or trying to do a class is all a good investment, because it's all going to go back ultimately towards growing your value of your company, which is better than any stock you can buy, any real estate deal you can do, because you're betting on yourself.
Yeah. I think if it's you solo too, because I see this so much in our lash groups, is everyone's like, I'm so discouraged. Like, is anyone else like having a hard time getting clients right now? Like, that's how it's going to be in the beginning. Like, it really, especially now, it takes a long time for people to trust you, and take that like for what it's worth. Like, that's your chance to grow. That's your chance to further your education and knowledge with everything, like with products, with your styles, your lash styles. There's so many things that you can be doing on during those slow times. I think excuse me, I need coffee. Where's Gabby? I think the main thing is consistency. Someone asked yesterday when we were FaceTiming our lash class, they were like, what is like your best advice to give to like someone who wants to open their own business? I'm like, it's literally just consistency. Like, I can't tell you how many times like we've been sued. We had 21 lash artists walk out. We, and of course you're going to weep and kind of willow for a day or two, but you can only go forward. Like, that's how you're going to get your business to a point of success. Is just, you have to keep moving forward even during the bad times. Trust me, there's been so many times where I've just wanted to like hit snooze, not go to work. This morning was one of those mornings. I'm just kidding.
No, and listen, she's right. She is so right, because the first time you run into any adversity, like no matter what you're doing, whether it's a bad review or no clients or I don't know whose car that is. Sorry.
Probably ours.
Yeah. Someone broke into it.
Someone had broken our Jeep with 150,000 miles.
No, the first time you have any adversity, we're programmed as humans to think that we're going to be good at something when we've never even done it. Like, how crazy is that, right? Like, we are like, hey, I'm going to try podcasting. I'm going to try being a lash artist. I'm going to try being fill in the blank, right? Whatever that is, we expect to be good at it on the first try. And if we're not good at it, we're like extra hard on ourselves. Like we want to quit right away. Like you know what I mean? You got to have some grit. Like you got to have some grit when you start this business because this is minute. Like lawsuits and the bigger picture stuff, when that starts happening to you, you know what I mean? That, trust me, we still get like diarrhea and sleepless nights and wake up with anxiety. Like we still do it on this level.
Yeah. I think at this level it's actually worse, but
Oh, you were painting a beautiful picture.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but it is. I'm just being real.
No, listen, and I think this talk is necessary because nobody wants to talk about this. Everyone wants to talk about how to make a beautiful strip lash set. And that's great. If you can make the craziest looking strip lash set in the world, but you got $0 in your bank account, there's still something wrong with it. And I think that's why nobody ever touches on this stuff. And that's why we're trying to give you guys some encouragement to know this is all just normal. This is part of the course.
Yeah, absolutely. And get off Instagram. Like if you're in a funk and you're trying to find motivation, get off Instagram, because especially now more than ever, like I think I'm going to deactivate my accounts because I go through Instagram and like I'll even see like other lash companies and there's no knock or whatever, but it's like they make it look like it's just so perfect. Like, and I hope nobody, gets that from our page, but it's like literally just scrolling. It's like, oh, everything's perfect. Every picture's perfect. You're perfect. Like you have abs.
You did a blooper with my gut hanging out.
No,
Booger in my nose.
I'm just saying.
Me doing a fart video, sleeping.
So just
there's
know.
nothing perfect there. I'm the clown. That's exactly what I could
No, I'm just saying, so whatever stage you're at, so whether you're a newbie, whether you're just starting, you know what I mean? Don't get discouraged. If you're still working from home, like don't feel pressured to like go out and get a salon either. There's so many people that are like, I've been working from home for 2 months and I want to like get a salon. It's like, no, like marinate, like get your clientele, get eye stuck, like get all your practice in, make sure obviously you have insurance at your house though, or you'll definitely be in trouble. That'll stop the career right there. But I mean, don't just feel pressured. Like I feel like social media nowadays pressures all of us to like kind of go in a direction that we're not necessarily ready to be in. So avoid that pressure and go at your own pace, because in this industry, it's not a race. It is very copycat, which is fine, but stay unique and, don't feel just so pressured. Do what's right for you, because what's right for you may not be right for someone else in the business. And just keep going, keep moving forward, even when you're, hitting a wall or something bad is happening.
Let's just do this. I want to give you guys a couple quick practical tips here, okay? And I just want to like add to what Shauna said here. Number one, at night, do not waste your time just doing dumb stuff like watching a Netflix show or scrolling through social media.
Like Mike does.
Those are time wasters, okay? You need to be educating yourself, okay? There's books you can read. There's business for dummies books. There are things you can learn about the lash. Like, you need to be a sponge right now. There will be time to watch all these Netflix shows later, another time in life when you're successful. But now is the time to be evolving. So I challenge you every night, instead of scrolling down the Instagram feed and liking or not liking stuff or leaving comments.
Or being a Karen.
Like take that time to read a book. Make it a point every night. You're going to grab some type of book that's applicable to your business, and you're going to read one chapter every night. Number two, old school guerrilla marketing. This is such a lost art. Nobody does this anymore. But I'm telling you, we still do it to this day. Follow 50 people a night. How do they follow and pick those 50 people, Shauna?
Look for hot chicks who you think will get lashes, and then we'll tell your friends about it. I'm doing it for Scottsdale. I mean, literally went through all the ASU girls. I went to competitors in the area. Sorry about that. I took all your followers, liked all their pictures, commented. Now I'm commenting too. So before I used to like, now I comment.
Go on your competitors' pages, like she said. Follow those followers.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah,
just your time.
Number three, you need to have some type of positive support system. Okay, we all have negative people in our lives that just shit on us when we're already down. We all do. And I also have people out there we call soul suckers that literally suck the lasting energy in whatever you have left.
They're kids.
Yeah.
No, they're our kids. Just kidding.
Every time you see them, they're just like, you see them come, they're just like, oh man, my wife left me. Everything sucks. You know, the car got repossessed. You're like, oh.
Can I ask you a favor? Can we talk?
Can we talk? And can I borrow some money? Yeah, we all have those too. But you need to find something positive, a person, something that motivates you. I'm big on vision boards. It's good to have a vision board, right?
Mike has Lamborghinis all over his vision board.
I do. Anytime
I have mental sanity, Mike has Lamborghinis. We are not the same person.
We are not the same. Anytime I'm in a rut or I have a hard time, I start going on and look at different Lamborghinis.
So he's scrolling. He's wasting his time.
If I'm looking for Lamborghinis, I'd
All
say
day
I'm a little farther ahead. I'm okay. I'm allowed to once in a while look at Lamborghinis.
Okay.
But those are like the 3 practical things I would tell you because it's so easy to get caught up in the BS and want to quit. I want to leave you guys with one final note, okay? You heard what we talked about, how we started this company, right? We started out of the house, flat broke. Even when we opened our first salon, we didn't have money saved. We did everything on credit card. It was probably the worst. If you like went to business school and you were like, hey, this is how I started my business. And they were like, wow, you literally did everything backwards. So we did it wrong. But this is my best advice to you. Like my wife just said, don't rush out and get a salon because you're trying to feel like you need to show people like you're doing big stuff. Stay at home or stay in your solo suite and take as many clients as you can. If you want to be successful in anything in life, if you are so busy that you can't even take new clients anymore, that's the time you need to be looking for a second lash artist to either share your one chair, raise your prices, or 3, go start to get a slightly bigger space. But you need to stay at home and milk and get as many clients in as you can before it's time to jump. Too many people get caught up in the vanity part of it. Number 2, if you've been blessed, and when I say blessed, I mean God has looked down and said, hey, enough struggle. We're going to make you busy right now with clientele. If you've been blessed with that many clients, then you need to be working your butt off. This is not a 9-to-5 job. If you want to be successful and you want to look the part, you don't get to work banker's hours and clock out and take weekends off. You're working weekends too. You're doing whatever you got to do to get that client base built up. And that's a blessing. That's not and for a long time, we had to look at it that way too when we were very busy. Mm-hmm. We were very frustrated because we were so busy we didn't have time for ourselves. And there'll be other things you can do to balance that later, but you need to be working as hard as you can to build that book of business if you want to be successful. Yeah. But here's what I was going to tell you guys. We started off out of the house, flat broke. First 2 years didn't make any money when we opened our salons. This year, 2021, and this has been kind of a hard year too. 2020, we all know what happened. It was a very brutal year. 2021, we've had some labor shortages with the extra unemployment. But this year, LivBay is on pace to do between $8 and $9 million in net profit this year, net revenues, okay? That's net, that's take home. That means our company's gonna gross well over 20 million. If we were to sell this company tomorrow, like if we had an evaluation done, we would be able to get between 7 and 10 times that 2021 multiple, okay? I don't want to come out and say like a number like what our company's worth. It's worth a lot of money. You can obviously do the math, but
we're going to put it on the market tomorrow.
Yeah. We're going to Tahiti, or what's that one? Maldives?
Maldives.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going to throw my phone in the water. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's where we'll be. You can reach us on a CB radio. No, but listen, why am I telling you guys that? Listen, there's nothing special about what we did with this business, okay? The only difference is we worked our butts off to go. Could you imagine going 2 years not making any money? And we had second jobs at the bank to pay our rent at the salons and to pay our own rent at our house. And if we can do it, like literally start on that kind of a shoestring budget and have the perseverance to hang in that long, then we earn that right to be able to have a company worth that kind of money. And it's not like there's a secret ingredient to it. We just worked. My wife still to this day is up late at night talking to vendors in China, doing all this stuff. She was the first one into the salon this morning to unlock and open it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know what I was doing either.
She didn't know what she's doing. She's checking clients in.
I didn't know how to turn the music on. It was like silent. I'm like, sorry guys, I know I'm the owner, but I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, but that was at 6:45 this morning. You know what I mean? And she was up till 1 last night talking, getting our Black Friday orders put together in time.
Yeah, I'm a G.
She's a G, but you got to want it. You got to want it like that. You can't sit back and be lip service and say, I'm going to do big things and then go back to screwing around and not taking the clients. And There's a time for that in life. You're going to have all the time in the world to party and screw off, but now is not the time.
Yeah. And it's easy to get in a rut. So if you are in a rut, like I was in a rut and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know how I'm going to get through life. I'm so stressed out. Like, woe me. You just have to like flip a bitch and keep going, because it's really easy to do that. Like it's so easy. I mean, I was so stressed out. I was losing my hair, like literally at a bald spot. Like Mike and I were fixing each other's bald spots. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Mine's from DHT, from testosterone conversion and getting older. Hers was from stress.
Yeah, mine was from stress.
Mine just turns gray, balds and grays.
Yeah. So
She was legit getting like patches of hair falling out, big bald spots.
Yeah.
It was great. It was crazy.
And this like throat muscle thing, like literally I've been like in the ER, like having to get CAT scans and everything. Like I have this like muscle in my throat. So every time I get stressed, like it's the most uncomfortable, weirdest thing. Like someone's choking me, but they're not. It's really just because I'm a business owner. So prepare yourselves.
Yeah. I want to end on this note. Wherever you guys are right now, whatever you're dealing with, this is a tough time for a lot of people right now, but whatever you're dealing with, I promise you there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you ever need just any tips, tricks, anything, go back to the beginning of time with our podcast. We've literally given a playbook on how to get through this stuff. It's not like a secret formula. You just got to be willing to work hard and do the dirty things no one likes to do, like following people on Instagram, like handing out business cards, talking, posting all the time about your company and what you're doing. Like people don't want to do that stuff. They just want to skip to the end level. You know what I mean? There is no end level. But if you're stuck in that rut and if you're having a hard time with it, please, at the end of the day, reach out. We're happy when we spend half our time answering DMs and questions anyway.
Yeah, a lot of the information is on our YouTube though, because I think we're here to help obviously, but I think me just seeing all the DMs come through, there's a lot of people, they get frustrated, like because a lot of people are expecting us to like train them and stuff like that. So that's why we have the membership program. And I'm not trying to be like a cock block at all. Like we are here to help. But I did have someone go on our DM the other day and she was super mad because she wasn't speaking to you and I.
Oh yeah.
And she got super angry and she didn't want to go through the YouTubes and she was frustrated because she took like a crappy class and all this stuff. So honestly, like our playbook is in our podcast and our YouTube. Like it's literally there. You just have to watch every full video.
Yeah, and the membership is great value. It's $99 a month. I have some people that $99 isn't worth it for the amount of times they text and call me during the day. But it is a great value add because you at least do get direct access to us. You're not always going to get direct access to it on the DMs, and I apologize if we're not answering you right away at the drop of a hat sometimes on a Facebook message. But we're trying. We run a big company. And we're parents.
And we're married.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah. All right. That was good. A little rusty.
Little rusty, but oh well. All right. That's all we got for you guys today. As always, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the podcast. Please make sure to check out our Facebook group, the Lash TEA. It's a great support group. If you leave any bad or mean comments in there, unfortunately, we're going to have to boot you. Other than that, we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.